And there's a new term that's kind of caught fire in the last year, and it's carried a lot of discussion in police work, in police administration, and it's warrior versus guardian. And so what we're starting to see, as you all know, there's been a lot of critical incidents throughout the United States, and law enforcement is being critiqued, and rightfully so. And what we want to be able to do is to do a better job. And so some of the discussion, again, has come up about, as a police officer, should our mindset be a warrior or should it be a guardian? So when I think about it for myself, I think about what is a warrior as it relates to police work. Or a warrior is probably somebody who's going to escalate a situation, who's going to command people, and who's going to force compliance. Where a guardian is somebody who's going to de-escalate that situation, communicate with the public, and hopefully gain compliance. And it was late one night, I was in Los Gatos, I made a car stop. It was just for a vehicle code violation. It wasn't going to be a big deal. But as I approached the vehicle, I noticed that there was two Hispanic males in the driver's seat and passenger seat. The driver had his hands locked on the steering wheel, and the passenger had his hands pressed up against the dashboard. And I looked in, I was like, what are you guys doing? This isn't a big deal. Your taillights are out. Can I see some driver's license and registration? And they were really afraid. I mean, they weren't playing around. I mean, they were really scared. And so once I got their driver's license and got to talk to them a little bit, they were from the Central Valley, and that was their experience with law enforcement, is when they got pulled over in the middle of the night, that if they didn't be very careful about where their hands were and follow commands very directly, that contact would probably turn maybe not so well for them.
Demanding accountability and defending your rights against the police specifically, and the government generally, are difficult and dangerous tasks. Your right to watch the government and record what you see is a natural right that is protected by the Constitution, and it cannot be taken away by the government.
Welcome back to this third part of a series of videos from an incident 420RU2 and I came upon in Spokane in January of 2019. This incident happened just days after an officer-involved shooting where a Spokane PD officer was a little quick to use lethal force following unconfirmed reports of someone shooting a gun in the area. I included this clip at the beginning to help demonstrate how the approach an order follower takes can affect everything pertaining to how the suspect reacts to and handles the interaction. A look at the comments quickly displays the collaborator mentality of the public who blindly supports cops and that of the warriors employed as cops. It seems they would rather have the thug warrior mentality rather than respectful communications with the public they are supposed to be serving. I encourage you to watch this full video and read through some of the comments to get a better understanding of what we as servants to the ruling class are up against. The officer wearing the body cam in this video is Officer Gobble of the Spokane PD. I've already released videos from the body cams of the officer making the initial contact and the canine officer from this scene. Links to those, as well as 420RU2's live feed from this night, and all of my sources used in this video are in the description. I wanted to highlight Officer Gobble because I've encountered him on numerous occasions before this night. This was the third time I have requested his body cam footage. My experience so far with Gobble is, while I don't agree with his job and I don't think there is such thing as a good cop, I do think he is probably a decent guy that struggles with the guardian versus warrior mentality. He seems to have a bit of a voice inside his head that tells him we are not a threat to him and he can just leave it alone. Yet at the same time, when he dons his costume, he has a very loud voice that tells him the warrior mentality must come out. I've observed this behavior on multiple occasions when I've dealt with him. In this video, he appears to be the guardian type with the woman he's patting down. Yet, as you'll see towards the end, and in the next video featuring him from this incident, he joins in with his order-following thug co-workers in escalating the incident with us before his guardian side kicks back in and he is reasonable again at the end, being the only one of these officers professional enough to identify himself to members of the public who pay his salary against their will. I have body cam footage from a different incident involving him where you can also see this struggle between his brain telling him to be a normal guy and his training telling him to be a warrior thug trying to prove he is a member of the ruling class to those serving him. I hope you guys get something out of this video. Make sure you hit the like button, share it with everyone you know, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment letting me and the rest of the world know what you think of order followers and this idea of guardian versus warrior.
Right here.
That? Can't help you with. He's either locked down these yards here, or he went to the west.
What is it? SPD? 0. Oh.
Now, do we have a canine here? Yeah,
Fabes is here.
Fabian's around
somewhere.
the alley watching that. Go. Jumps that fence right there.
Alright. So, obstructing, do we have anything else?
No, not with this car being clear.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I got anything in plain view.
Oh, snorting Tide Pods.
Yeah, we can do that. I think Channel 2 would work on that.
So last seen at this fence, right?
Yeah, so I physically watched him climb the fence into the backyard.
Yeah.
And I ran right around to the alley because the other male we detained right here. And I ran around the alley and he didn't come out on the south side, so unless he went to the west, he's still back there.
Right, okay.
So the car's clear. Really at this point all I have is obstructing.
Not stolen or anything?
No, the car's clear. We're getting a hold of the RO.
Were you able to get that old boy to cough up who these other guys are?
No, he's got him right there, and so far he's saying he doesn't know anything. I mean, we can do a yard check if you want. I figure at least a couple of us go back there to see whether or not you want to use the dog. That's probably because we don't know what he
I have
is.
him back there, but I'm not going to use him at
Right.
this point.
Right.
Nothing. Dog's losing
Car's clear. This guy's not giving up anything. I pulled up and I had to flip around, but I watched all three of them get out of the car. This dude walked over here, the female walked away that way, and then the guy in the orange jersey went between the house, and I watched him jump into the backyard. But then I ran around the alley, so there was no way he could get out on the south side, so he's got to go west to
Either
get out of
stay
that
there or
backyard.
go west.
And that's not the chick there, or is that?
No, that's dude.
No, walking on.
I don't see it. It could be. She had a backpack, white female. Nothing in the car or anything?
Nothing that's obviously
It's not stolen?
illegal. They're calling the RO just to confirm, but other than that.
Copy. Appreciate it.
Sniffing Tide Pods, maybe.
You guys,
Just
so he just flipped on it and they all took off?
that's what it sounds like. He flipped around, it parked, they hopped out, all split up.
Do you need a lock on the car?
Want me to see what I can see? What I can see over that fence, or
Huh?
you want me to see what I can see over that fence?
I'd like to just wait. We'll just see if this car comes back slow.
Did they just say it was
Yeah, it sounds
0, or they
the
couldn't get
RO
hold?
has a status 2 as well.
It's not stolen though.
Doesn't sound like they couldn't get a hold of her.
So he jumped right where the two fences meet right there.
Yeah. Right here.
Yep.
Yeah, once he's back there.
Could you tell which side he was on?
He jumped on this side. He jumped on the corner and went over on the right, on the west side.
Hey, attention area. Spokane Police Department K9. These yards and garages are going to be searched by a police dog. When he finds you, he will bite you. You need to give up now. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
It's right here.
Pretty solid to go. Keep it up.
So this is gonna go that way. Well, once we go in, it'll go back there.
Oh yeah, it separates these.
Yeah, this separates right here.
Yeah.
So if he was sure he went that way,
He's
just want.
sure he did.
Well, that's what he
I
thought.
think he's just sure that he didn't get to the alley. Copy, we'll check on that. Okay, police. You're here, you need to let something know.
Yeah. Okay. .607. Which one's that? Is that 2 down?
Let's just finish checking this first.
Okay. Just want to check this real quick. Yeah,
This one.
good.
Check this real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
See where you're right. Nope. Good breath hold.
Might need to get in just to make sure.
Between Atlantic and Division? It's alright though. Atlantic and Division? Yeah, between, I said between, by IHOP. You're lucky, man.
Coming out.
Puppy dog was looking for you. Okay, well, you ready? This is what we heard.
Where'd the backpack go?
Me?
Yeah.
I never had one.
Oh, you didn't?
Honestly, no.
Huh.
I had a hood on.
Oh,
Both my hoods.
gotcha. What's your name?
But I didn't even
Come on. Don't do that. Come here. Right here. Okay, I'll give you one shot to be honest with me.
My name's Alicia Ford.
Okay, cool. So you got a warrant, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably a few.
So we'll probably need to take care of that.
Sorry, I ran. I just.
Okay,
am a
I
bitch.
understand.
This is what I was referencing at the beginning of the video. The struggle between being a decent guy and being an order follower enforcing the unjust and immoral victimless crimes of the state. He claims to be understanding of her running, and I'm sure he really is. Most people scared of the uncertainty of being thrown in a cage against their will for more than likely a crime that didn't hurt anyone else, their property, or defraud anyone else. Piling extortion on top of being confined in that cage, and most people feel compelled to run or to comply out of self-preservation. Neither of those is a very good option for someone just trying to live their life in freedom. In light of some recent events and my treatment by these order followers, I want to make it clear. I'm a voluntarist. I can't support a group of people, whether they call themselves government or whatever they want, that doesn't include only voluntary interactions between free people. I believe in the non-aggression principle, where it's never okay to use force on anyone who hasn't harmed anyone else or their property or defrauded anyone. I don't believe anyone has a higher claim to my life or property than I do. I used to claim to be an anarchist, and I still believe that term has been hijacked to mean chaos when it simply means no rulers if you look at the etymology of the word. However, it's also been pointed out to me that some very unsavory characters claim to be anarchists as well. And if there are no rulers in anarchy, who am I to tell them if they are or aren't? For this reason, I choose to use the word voluntarist from now on. It still implies no rulers, but goes on to define voluntary interactions between free people being what I believe in. No one should be forced against their will to do what others want them to do as long as it doesn't violate the non-aggression principle. Most of you know by now, I don't believe our rights are given to us by our masters simply by them writing them down. Our rights are our own, and they exist solely because we do. They can't be given to us or taken away. They can only be observed. The only real right we have is to live our lives without hurting anyone else. Status asks, how can we know this without it being written down by our masters and defining it? My answer is it is observable in all of nature. We can see it everywhere in nature. Every living thing lives by this law. For example, if a thief comes and takes away my new pair of shoes, even though they have broken this rule of not hurting anyone else, they still believe it to be true. We know this because of the observable fact that the thief will now protect those shoes as his or her own property. And if I or anyone else comes to try to take them from him, the thief will defend them and try to keep the shoes. Thanks again for all of your support. You can find all of the links to contact or support Questionable Authority in the description below. If you want to show your support with some gear from the merchandise store, click the link below or at the end of this video to check out all of the designs and put your favorite on the item of your choice. Check out the rest of this video and watch for the next one in this series. I do have a few more to release showing how these order followers treat members of the public paying their salary and what they say about us when they don't think we're listening. Wake up. Stop collaborating with our oppressors. There are more of us than there are of them, and we have the power to stop collaborating and end it all by just saying no more.
Yeah.
430, the female is Alicia Ford. Go ahead and confirm if you have stat ones on it.
Okay. Anything in your pockets at all?
There is. There might be a pocket knife, I believe. It's
Okay.
just my phone.
Okay.
I believe.
Let's go right back here to the back of the car. Oh yeah. Let's go and face the flag. Spread your feet apart. Needle for anything?
No.
Oh, there it is. Who's old Matt? You guys break up or together or what?
Matt's actually in the hospital. He's really sick. He's been there for 9 days.
Whatever happened when I knocked on your guys' door over there on Broadway? Somebody got sick and was like,
I'm checking your back pocket with the back of my hand, okay?
Somebody was ODing in that back little house you guys lived in?
I don't think I was there when that happened, though. And they didn't, yeah, because they called 911 and didn't cancel. Yeah.
And then Matt was real mean to me at the door. And his cousin,
honestly-
his cousin was there, the little blonde gal.
I mean, okay, his cousin girlfriend.
I don't know.
But they they told me that they said they were girlfriend
I'm
and
checking your
boyfriend.
back pocket here.
Yeah, I have no front pockets. They just look like it.
What did they say? That's nice.
Oh, it's broken though.
You say there might be a pocket knife?
Maybe it is. It's in this pouch.
Right here. Oh.
No. Yeah.
In here?
Yeah.
Anything else underneath the sweatshirt?
No.
At least you just got that DOC or what?
I'm not even on DOC.
You got dope warrant?
I don't know honestly, but
I'm gonna talk to that guy.
Okay. Oh, jeez. One of those guys. Okay, I'm gonna, I just have to check the inside of your leg. Use the back of my hand, okay?
Yeah. I do have like a pad on if you're.
Okay, nope, you're fine. Okay. Anything that I missed there?
No.
Okay. I didn't find a knife,
No.
but.
Then it would be it'd be in that.
Okay. So I gotta check underneath your bra here.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's awkward.
You're good. Yep.
Something over there. Yep. All right, let's go and hop in here.
My blue backpack is in there. Would that be that is like,
That's your blue backpack?
yeah, and it just
Okay.
has a lot of like leather.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the shit is mine. That's like my storage unit right now. So.
Plan 05117.
That blue backpack just if anything, if I could get that. I know it's asking a lot because I ran and shit, but
You're good. There's a few backpacks in there. What?
it's blue and it says Nike in lime green on the
Okay.
front.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button and share it with everyone you know. Find us on Twitter as well as censorship-free platforms like BitChute and Steemit or DTube. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to smile at someone you don't know every day.